Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Extinction, and I have been running around the entire tech city trying to find one of these things that's standing right behind me. Now, these things are city terminals, and what they are is they allow you to craft certain things. Like, if you take one element shard, it gives you element dust. You know, one element gives you also element dust, but it's like ratios and stuff like that. Well, anyways, I brought some of the stuff that I've been getting from destroying the lampposts that have been kind of all around, like those things. And destroying them give you electronics and other stuff, crystal, scrap metal, and all that. And so what I decided to do was bring over what I needed to craft a scout. Because I just really want to see how these things work. They take 20 element dust, 20 metal ingots, 5 electronics, and 30 crystal. And then you just get your scout like that. And then I know that they're powered by this element dust. So what we're going to do is we got this thing crafted. We are very far from the base. The base is kind of like 50, 35-ish. So we've got to run all the way back there. But what I wanted to test first was to see just how these things work. So you've got like a little, looks like a ball. Up and you throw it. Oh, it throws out. There you go. It throws out the scout, which are actually very, very fast. So shift does seem to make it go faster. Space makes it go up. Right click makes it like launch itself forward. And left click uses a ray beam to mark things. Now the question is, when I get out of that, how do I get out of this? Alright, anyways, well, it marks it with a little beam like that. I guess you can go in a third person too. It's pretty cool. So it marks it with this beam. And now how do I get out of this? Do I have to like press the button again? Holy cow, that went for it fast. Let's come over here. There's me looking through the binoculars. Alright, so let's see. How do I get out of this? E. Okay. Then there's a little timer that says, I don't know what that timer is for, but where's the drone? Right there. There's my scout. Level 1. Alright, that's actually pretty cool. Now, can I go right back into him? Oh. Left click makes you whistle, and it brings him back. And I guess that's how that timer means that's when you go back next into him. So you send him out, and it removes 20 element dust every time you send him out, I guess. So let's come over here. I just want to test something. So if I go over here, and I scan the Stegosaurus, and then I get out, does it? Oh, it does. It shows up as marked for me. And I can go back in, and then I can scan that thing too. Okay, so now I'm out here. Right click draws him back, and then I can switch tools. But it does. Oh, the beacon goes away as soon as I'm done using the binoculars. All right, so that's very, very interesting. It's actually cool. We can use that to kind of scout around the tech city to maybe find ourselves a creature we want to tame. I copy. And see, yeah, if you just harvest these, they give you electronics, crystal, element dust, all that stuff. You guys look like you're very, very mad at me, so take you guys out before you guys can hurt me. There we go. All right. Oh, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna go make the long journey back to the base, and then I will see you guys back there when we can mess around some more with the scout drone. Alright guys, we're back at the base with the scout right now, and what I want to do is I want to test to see how far this thing can go, because it says it has a range of 40,000, but I don't know what that means, and so we're going to throw this thing out, just straight up, because why not? And now that we can see, I want to see just how much we can actually end up seeing, because right now we see there's our tames, here's the Lystro, and then there's the stego that Alex tamed. Now I can see there's some creatures up here. We've got ourselves a Triceratops, Carbonamus, there's an Anki up here, and you can even see looking through the wall. It's actually pretty cool. And another stego, or Triceratops. Now, what I want to see is here is the good area, like the what's it called? The green obelisk area. And then you can start to teleport here, and here's where it starts to get hazy. Nearing skirt. Operational range. Proceeding will result in a disconnect. So what happens once I disconnect? Do I just like... Does it come back to me? I can whistle him back with the right click. And there he is. He's back. Alright, so that's the range. That's what 40,000 means. So it's not super far. But what I want to do with this now is I want to see if I can find myself some creature to tame. So let's go up here. Actually, I want to see what's way up here, these highest points. Because you've got to be able to get up to these, right? Oh yeah, there's creatures up here. What is up here? Archaeopteryx. What else is up here? Some more lampposts. So I guess if I wanted to ever get more element dust, I'd come up here with some. There's an Uranio. Ooh, he's mad at me now. Alright. Let's see what else we can see. We don't even have to go in that view. We can just take a look around up here. Okay, so we're at the height range, the operational range for the height. Alright, so it's not the biggest range, but it's actually decently sized. Looks like... Actually, there's a bunch of stuff all around. But there's a stair. That's actually very, very cool that we can see all this. There's a Pteranodon. What hero level is that? Maybe we'll tame this thing. Level 20. No, we're not going to tame a level 20 Pteranodon. What's this over here? Ooh, Uranio. Made him mad. There's an Enforcer. Is it super high level? No, just level 20. This thing is really, really cool. I really like that you can see every single creature. You can see them in blue if they're neutral, or green if they're ours, and if they're behind a structure, they kind of get like that black. I'll find them. Let's see, what level is this Pteranodon right here? 45. Turtle. There's an Iguanodon. Where is that Iguanodon? Oh, it's glitched in the map. Alright, what else is there around here to see? Is that a dead spider? Oh, it is. Look at that. When they're dead, they get all like green. Like a weird green. And doesn't look like there's much else around here. What about this way? What's that just came down? Oh, it's another ARK. Yeah. Oh. When they're scared, they get yellow. Very interesting. Is this the Pteranodon that we already saw? Low energy remaining. So I guess there's a certain amount of energy and then I have to come back. Okay, so let's tag this thing. Oh, I can't. Oh, when I get down to low energy, it starts to get all hazy. And then what? Will it just pull me back? Wait, how did I just get more energy? I see you. Alright, let's before we done with this, I want to get a picture with my scout friend. So we're gonna go third person right here. We're gonna get a nice screenshot of this. You know, we have to. Because, you know, he's my friend. Alright. So now, the question is, can we go back in? We can, we're back full on energy, even though we didn't use anything. Huh. Alright, so let's come over here, let's scan this thing. I just want to see how this works. Okay, so you're scanned, right? I don't know what holding it longer does, but I can. Alright, so now it's scanned, right? So now what happens if we come out? We should be able to see that scan? I believe. Yeah, we can, right over there. Now what happens when we call back in the drone? Does that thing go away? It does. Alright, so as long as the drone's out, or the guy's out, it works. So this is level 45, just because. And I kind of want to go scan the area. Let's see if we can tame this guy. is he gonna run? He is. Alright, so I gotta get myself a bola. Let's see what else there is to tame. Let's see if there's anything else around here that's kind of interesting. Let's see what's over here. We got ourselves Enforcer, another Scout, some more Captorix. Anything down here worth taking a look at? Oh, we're getting right out of range. Alright. Let's go back. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's too much around here. There is still this Pteranodon, which is, I think, level 45. No, it's level 20. You know what? Why not? Let's just tame ourselves a Triceratops. Let's see if we can find our way up here. What level is this one? 10. 10. Alright, maybe not then. What's down here? Anything down here? This is the way to cheat the system. You go into third person mode. You can still look around when you're at this end of the road. Ooh. There's an explorer note right there. Can I activate him from here? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, so we can go take a look at that. But let's see what else is around here. We're gonna really fun. Yep, there we go. Here's the end of my time. Alright, let's call him back. And he came back. Alright, awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna get myself a bola made. Can I make one of those yet? Oop, not bakla. Bola. I need thatch. Alright. So I will get myself some stuff made, and then we can actually go out on a little exploration to see what we can actually tame ourselves. So you can make them right from here. 4 of them. Alright, that's good. And there's a Pteranodon right there. And an Enforcer. What was an Enforcer? Level 20. And oh, this is not a special spyglass from like Extinction. This is a mod that I like to use because it's a lot better than the other spyglass. And there's my Pteranodon. The one that was knocked out. That was gonna be mine. See, I don't need this. Okay, so let's see if we can go knock it out. Let's go see if we can throw a bola on it. And then tame it. So we can actually get ourselves some flight. There we go. And it's out. Alright. So I will put some food in it. I don't have prime, so I'll just kill something. Oh, actually, I can't kill the Enforcer. That won't give me prime. I will find something to kill. Actually, I'll use the Scout to do it, because why not? I'll find something else to take out, and then I will get some meat. I'll get the Pteranodon all tamed up, and I'll bring you guys back when we can go start to explore some other areas around here without just using the Scout. Alright guys, the Pteranodon is tamed, and we've already taken to the skies once. We are now halfway up these tall pillars, because I want to see what it looks like, what the city looks like from up at one of the highest peaks. And I want to see actually if there is a roof border, because technically, you know, you would think there wouldn't be, because you're on Earth, and you know the ARKs they have borders because they're in space, so you can't like escape them. So I'm wondering if there's gonna be like a border or something else when you go up to the top. Kind of curious. Looks like you can see some type of like city-like structure way out over there. Yeah, way out over there. And let's keep going up. We are now at almost the highest peak. There's a lot of tapajaras up here. Level 75. Level 75, I guess, as well. Maybe. Alright, there's... Over there, you can see it peeking out. That's one of the ARK bubbles. You can go inside of there, and it acts just like an ARK. I think that's the winter one, and then the desert one's down there somewhere. Let's go take a look. now that we can actually fly everywhere, I want to be able to see this entire map, explore everything, because I love this game so much, and all this stuff is very, very interesting to me. And I just kind of want to see what spawns are available in the game right now. You know, I don't know what Extinction has to offer for tames other than what are normally spawns. I mean, like what they added to Extinction. I want to know what they have other than that, because they added like the 5 different creatures or 7 different creatures, aside from whatever's spawns from like the first ARK and the desert and stuff like that. So let's come down here. There, yeah, there's the desert ARK. You can see it kind of how it looks a little bit different than the background over there. That's the desert ARK, and then right out there, that's the Wasteland. I want to go check out the Wasteland right now. That's what we're gonna go do. So let's land here. Let's get some stand back. I do not have a lot of stand on this bird. I'm gonna have to get that up. So that's what I'll start to work on. But there it is. That's like the entrance, I guess, to the tech city, coming from the Wasteland, which is now all completely demolished, or it's all corrupted, supposedly. That's where all the corrupted creatures are, and that's why we haven't seen any yet, I guess. Any of these... Oh, a 125 Enforcer. We're gonna have to start to find some of those high-level Enforcers and take them out so we can get their blueprints. Because right now I don't have too many good blueprints for them. So it looks like there's parasaurs, iguanodons, carbonemys, dung beetles in here, Megaloceros. So it looks like there's a lot of passive creatures inside of here. And I'm assuming once you get outside into the Wasteland, that'll change. And then if you go to the other biomes, that'll change as well. Like, because I know that you can spawn the Ice Titan through the Ice Biome. So let's go ahead over there. I just want to take a quick look at the Wasteland. I just want to see, you know, what's in the Wasteland. It looks very bleached and decaying. There's already a Carnal right there, some scorpions. Whoa. Harsh conditions cause increased food consumption in the Wasteland. And I'm overheating, because it's 109 degrees in here. Alright, so the Wasteland's just like the desert, I guess, in Scorched Earth. Very, very hot. And I guess it makes your food go even quicker now. There are some corrupted creatures. Oh, there's lots of corrupted creatures. Looks like there's a corrupted Pteranodon over there. Some normal Pteranodon. Looks like a corrupted Carno. Corrupted Triceratops. And I know those things you cannot tame. You have to kill them pretty much on sight. But what I want to go do is... Ooh! There's one of the gas bags. 2 of them. Those are the creatures that you can put a bunch of weight on. Let's see what is their weight. 3,000 weight, Johnson, just that one creature. Yeah, that's a pretty high weight. Alright, so that's... Oh, no, there it is. Just launching itself away from the corrupted creatures. Alright, so so gas bags are pretty much just the pack meals. You can put whatever you want on them. We'll have to tame one of those guys eventually. But not yet. We're going to do a little bit more exploring. We're going to take this kind of slower. We're not going to rush through everything. There is a Tech Rex. 30 Tech Rex. There's one of those orbital supply drops. I'm trying to be careful here because I do not want to die. I think if we can get into that dome, I think we're safe. I think once you get into the domes, you're safe from corrupted creatures, pretty much. I'm hoping that's the case. There's one of the orbital supply drops, though. Those are the things that you have. They're like PvE events where you have to like try to fend off hordes of creatures, corrupted creatures, and if you do it, you get resources, like tech resources. So those things are pretty good. There's a gas bag right there. What level is this gas bag? Level 20. Alright, here we go. We're almost inside this bubble. It looks like it's a different landscape in the background, almost like it creates like a procedurally generated or like an artificially generated landscape, which is what the ARKs do. I mean, you cannot see the outside when you go inside. Let's see. Come inside. Oh yeah, look at it. Looks, you can't even tell. Oh, even behind you, you can't even tell there's a bubble. Oh, that's weird. You can't tell. There's a bubble, but as soon as you get to the edge, you come out and it changes back. Oh, that's really, really cool. So you get inside this bubble. Let's see what happens if I go third person inside the bubble while I'm still outside. Is that glitch anything out? We gotta test this for science. Okay, so I'm outside the bubble. You can see it starts right there. So I'm outside. Oh, look at that. You look like you go from the inside and it changes. And it creates that landscape. That's really cool. That's a really cool thing. Well done, Wildcard. That's awesome. And then in here you get a bunch of different creatures. Wait, what's that? Is that one of the Volanosaurs? Oh, it is. Those are the creatures that like shoot like darts at you, and then there's thorny dragons all over. And it's not super hot in here. It's 74 degrees. It's like normal temperature. So it's like the desert map, but nice normal temperatures. Actually, that's really, really cool. And it looks like there's some tech city kind of stuff poking through. I know that these are supposed to be like prototype. Whoa. That was weird. It just kicked me right off instead of. Huh. Alright, well there's a Volanosaur. So it looks like they spawn in the desert dome. And this is the desert dome. There's some Percoptodons in here. Very, very normal, what you'd expect for desert. For the desert, like scorched earth. Except for the fact that it's only 74 degrees in here, so it's like normal temperature and I'm not overheating. So I don't know, maybe we'll have to make our permanent residence somewhere in one of these biomes, in the domes. Either in this one, in the desert, or in the winter one. We'll have to go check that one out. Because they're not super big, but you can actually create a cool base in here and do some stuff. I think that this is where you spawn in. I know this is where you spawn in the Desert Titan, which I believe is the one that flies, but I don't know how to activate them. Like I want to see if there's a platform or something. I'm not sure because I don't see an activation pad at the bottom of this like you would expect. You know, there are. It's like every other creature you'd expect here. There are not any enforcers or anything though. It looks like those are only. Looks like those are only in the tech city, which makes sense. Looks like some Allosauruses. Those Volanosaurs I cannot wait to tame. We're gonna have to do that soon. Tape jars, thorny dragons. Alright, it's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna go take a look at that little thing up there, that little tech area, a little base or something, and then I'm gonna go check out the snow biome. Is that a horse right there? Why is it doing that? It shouldn't be kicking me off. Now come on, get your stamina back. Come here. Come on, get your stamina back. Come here. Come here. Thank you. Alright, that's why maybe I shouldn't come here, I guess. But there are little, like, hot water jets, I guess. Maybe I could actually get hurt by those. Maybe I shouldn't stand in those. There isn't a little oasis. There's water in here. It seems a lot less harsh than scorched earth is. I don't know why that would be, but it is. It's very, very interesting how you come in. It looks like you're in any other map. It doesn't look like you're in Extinction anymore because the bubble, like, does it like projects like a surrounding around it, I guess. So let's come up here and see if this is where we spawn in the Titan. Oh, there's mantises down there, it looks like. Is it a cave? Oh, it is. There's a cave down there. So it's like a desert cave. I wonder, that's probably where you get one of the artifacts. Alright, let's come back up here. And it looks like nothing else. Looks like it's just some destroyed kind of tech stuff. Alright, so I'm going to go check out the winter biome, and I'll bring you guys right back when we get there. Alright guys, here we go. We are in the winter biome now. And it was not as cold or as normal winter biome, but it is a little bit cooler. It's called Fort Nova right now, I guess, where we are. And I guess that's this kind of like tech fort in the center. And there is one of the ice wyvern things called managrimers. And they are very, very deadly. They're not fun to deal with. They freeze you and then just kill you because you can't attack back. And so I want to make sure to stay away from those things while I'm in here, just for the short term. There is a lot more sounds in here now. And there's some Perlovia, Mammoths, Calicotherium, woolly rhinos. Looks like the normal assortment, same thing, normal assortment of winter biome creatures. Plus that managrimer, and I'm assuming that this is where the snowy owls will come into play. But I do not know yet. I have not. Ooh, there's another managrimer. That's a cool looking one with the white. Level 40, alright. We're gonna stay away from those things because they can hop up in the air and take you out. Yep. See, it's trying. It's trying to freeze me. I do not want to be a part of that. Because if it freezes me, I am dead. What's right here? Ooh. Spore note. Well, we're getting our stand back. Let's figure out what this one is. I am a disgrace of a protector. Those were Diana's people, a living memory of her. She entrusted them to me, and I failed them all, just as I failed Santiago, Wusal, and Diana herself. A true warrior should die defending what they love and care for, yet I have let it all turn to ash while I somehow escape the flames, every time. Even now, the only person I could save barely clings to life. Veins of light creep across Helena's skin, and she only wakes for minutes at a time. When she does, she speaks in poems that make no sense. She says a distant tomb is calling her name, and that we must go there. I asked if the tomb would cure her, but she only answered in riddles. Every time she wakes, her voice sounds further away. Helena, you must stay with me. Your heartbeat and your shallow breath, they are all I have left. This is a Mei Yin note. So Mei Yin is Helena's best friend. And so you learn a little bit about Mei Yin there, I guess. Yeah, I got some more points for me. Put these in the stamina. Alright, so that's a Mei Yin note from here, so she must have been in here for a little bit. And I'm assuming that the tomb is referring to the Titan arenas, one of the Titan arenas, maybe. But it looks like now we're in the snow dome, yeah. So Fort Nova is that center area. I do not see any of those snowy owls yet, so they would have to spawn here though. They're called snowy owls. So maybe they're just rare spawns, and those are also something that I would like to eventually tame. They're kind of like Argentavises, but they have like a freeze effect, like where they like heal when they're frozen, which I believe would be really, really helpful. Oh, there one was right there. There's a snowy owl. It's down there. They also have thermal vision, which is kind of cool. Level 20 snowy owl. And down there is another one. I don't know what level that one is. But there is another one. Alright, so they do spawn in here. We have found them. That's good to know. Alright, so I think that's actually going to be it for today, guys. We got to see both of the new biomes. We got to check out the tech drones, kind of see how those things work. And we got to see 3 of the new creatures that spawn, 4 of the new creatures that spawn in the island that are on Extinction that are tameable for us. We got to see snowy owls, the managrimer, the gas bags out in the Wasteland, and then we got to see the Venusaurs in the desert. Oh, and there's an RG right there. So they do spawn, I guess. So with that being said, that is going to be it for today. Hopefully you guys all did enjoy that episode of ARK Extinction. I'm glad we finally have a flyer and are able to kind of go explore, get a little bit better layout. I'm going to start to think about now new base locations before we get too far with anything. It's going to either be the desert biome, the winter biome, or I'm gonna stay in the tech city. And probably move over by the green obelisk where I showed you guys last episode, if that were to be the case. But I'm not sure yet. So with that being said, hopefully you guys all did enjoy it, and hopefully by next episode I will have an idea of where we are going to build our more permanent base, so we can go do that, and then we can start to spend some more time checking out the new creatures, the new mechs, everything else that's in Extinction, and eventually take on the Titans, defeat them, and tame some for our own, because I would like to tame every Titan eventually and just see what they can do, how powerful they are, and eventually take on the King Titan and potentially beat the game in this server, which I don't know if would be possible, but I'd like to try. So yeah, hopefully you guys all did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.